I'm listening to
And
Tony
the whole
Gaskins.
thing, like,
Listen.
take a life. If you got to do a mission, if you got to step down on somebody, take a life. Get your stripes. That's how you get respected. That's what we're taught in the black culture, in the black music, in the hip hop and rap music. And I'm gonna tell you like this, I don't care about how you feel about it.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't I don't know if that's true or not. I'm gonna have to call my son and ask him, was he taught that? Was he taught to wait for the opportunity to take somebody out? And that in the black culture, that's what black men are being taught. But Tony, what's up, Mr. Time? That's what Tony Gaskins just said. But listen, what's up, Zeno?
Nobody, because I am a black man who done carried weapons, who done pulled weapons. I know the mindset. I done been in the streets 21 hours a day. Carmelo's 17 years old. He's not even in those streets. He at a track meet as a student athlete. So listen, I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. Don't ever send your child nowhere. You need to check your child backpack, they clothes, everything, and you need to have a long talk with your child.
Now, is that realistic? What y'all think? Mr. Chat and Zeno, Mr. Chat and Zeno, I mean, Mr. Time and Mr. Zeno, were you guys taught to wait for the opportunity to run down on somebody to get a body? Because I don't think Tony Gaskins know what he talking about. Tony Gaskins is crazy. Listen, and then he say, check your child at 17 years old. Check your child's book bag every time they leave the house. That is not realistic. What's up, Michael? Listen.
About having weapons. Your child should not have no weapon. If God wants your child to lose their life
Hold
and
on.
he allowed them to lose their life.
Listen. This is the craziest part about Tony Gaskin Live. So he say, if God wanted your child to lose their life, then it must be a purpose behind that. But your child, you got to teach your child not to have a weapon, no matter what. Even if your child is going into a dangerous situation. That's why I say that Christianity be messing up their brain. I listened to another Christian lady today. I am shocked what I heard her say about this case. It was the crazy. Matter of fact, it was a panel of Christians. Oh my God, it was crazy. My pops always told me, do not put your hands on anybody. Um, because you might not like how they are going to respond when you put your hands on them. What's up, Kay Nastor? How you doing? But listen, but were you taught to never take a weapon or to never have a weapon to defend yourself? Were you taught that? These Christian people, oh, they be having a Bible. Their Bible messes up their brain. It is so crazy what Tony Gaskins is saying right now. The sad part about these young men today, they don't have fathers in their lives to teach them. No, but this Kamela had a daddy. He had a daddy that my pops taught me and my uncle is how to fight. All right, but he had a daddy though. So listen a little bit more.
Then that's the path God had for your child. It must be something greater. But
Oh, wait a minute. Let
I
me get
don't.
to this comment. Hold on. What you say? My dad told me if they bully you, you need to show them at least once or they won't stop. They were right. What do you mean? If they bully you, you need to show them at least once or they won't stop. Oh, yeah, absolutely. You got to deal with the bully. I don't understand what Tony Gaskins is saying. Let your haters be your motivators. He had a daddy that was living in a better house than what I was living in because my daddy had four jobs. Oh, yeah, they had a really big house. But I don't understand. Tony Gaskin is a real big, he's a fundamental Christian. So this is crazy what Tony Gaskins is saying. I don't think Camilla had any of this shit in his mind that Tony Gaskins talk about. Peace and blessings to you, Rick Rise. And listen,
Set your child up to take somebody else's life prematurely, out of fear.
Listen,
Out.
then he say, don't set your child up to take somebody's life premature. People don't generally know what that 17-year-old got in their damn backpack. Tony Gasson, oh, people don't generally know what their 17-year-old has in their backpack. He almost 18 years old. That's why Tony is a pastor. That's why pastors are accused. These so the panel that I listened to this morning were all Christians. And Tony Gaskin is a Christian. I'm telling you, that's why they say Christianity and going to church too much gives you brain damage. Because Tony, no, Tony, what is you talking about? That's why these Christians end up going through some really horrific things because life, God, the universe have to snap them out of this damn indoctrination that they beget having in their brain. You don't know what your 17-year-old is doing, Tony. Oh, that's the reality. That boy went to school that day wanting to hurt someone. Lies. Blacks think the law don't apply to them. Lies again. Miss Grabowski, don't let Tony fool you with all that Christian talk because he was a player. I know he was a player and a criminal and a fighter. He kicked people asses. I know that he womanized, hoeing. I know all it is. But what I'm saying is that Bible done got him messed up. Tony Gaskin love money. He'll do anything for money. He'll run anything through that Christian narrative. That's what they always do because it's all about money. Like I said, I believe he a narcissist because everything that he's saying don't make no sense to me. It's crazy as fuck. And then he say it's because women don't understand men. That's not true, Tony Gasson. Cheryl Bouse is smarter than you. I just hate to tell you. And got more wisdom and all that. This is just crazy what he be thinking. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get comfortable because I done got out. I done got not comfortable already. Wait a minute. Where's my other pink pillow? Okay. That's why I hate vlogging from my room, honey. I be struggling. All right. All right. Sonic, do you want to be blocked? Go you put something like that in my chat one more time, you're gonna get blocked. Why else do you bring a knife to school? It wasn't a knife. It wasn't a knife. It was a sports tool. Why y'all keep on saying knife? Y'all keep on saying knife because the news told y'all it was a knife. And that's why I say, can y'all, are y'all still here? It wasn't a knife. Listen.
Overreaction. You should never have your child with a gun, with a knife, with none of that because they're a child. They're a young man or a young woman. They don't fully know. Their brain ain't even fully developed.
At 17 years old, I had my first apartment. My parents were not checking into anything that I had. If you got to check your child's book bag and your child's 17 years old, your child is not prepared for life, nowhere near being prepared for life. Nowhere near. The hell? Yeah, God does have the last say.
Unknown caller.
The hell? Who told you it wasn't a knife? It wasn't a knife. Go do your homework. Didn't you see the pictures? It wasn't a knife. It's a sports tool. It wasn't a knife.
Till 25, and honestly, I think it might be 35.
Oh, Nikki in the building. What's up, Nikki Boo? Where's she at?
Why would you have your child or condone
I don't see her.
your child? No. No, not. Because they're going to make an irrational decision. They're going to do something they shouldn't do. They're going to get out there and make a bad decision. Like right now, I'm sitting in my office. I'm in here coaching. I'm in here teaching. I got a gun in my car. It sit right next to my leg. It's in a little flap holder. And it sit right there. And if I see somebody strange,
it wasn't a knife.
I pull it out, take that safe off, and I set it on my thigh.
That's the whole
And
point.
just in case something to pop off.
That's why he gonna have a new trial. See how you come down in the conversation, and the first thing y'all bald mouth ass people say that it was a knife. It wasn't a knife. It was a utility, a sports tool. That boy did not go to school that day to unalive that Matt Cliff. That's a lie. It's not true. And just because he end up unaliving him with it, don't mean he meant to do it. That's a part I just don't get it. I don't get it. It's got to be racism. Nothing else makes sense. It don't make sense. When we done told y'all it wasn't a knife, when you know that he did not meet Matt Cliff after school, run up to him uh to his car. He ran up on him while he was standing at his car. He was there first. He was at Matt Cliff's car first. I mean at Camelo's car first. No, no, I got it twisted. Hold on. Kamelo was at Matt Cliff's car waiting for him to get to the car while he stood there. And when Matt Cliff turned his back, Kamelo stabbed him in his back twice. And then when he fell to the ground, he jumped on top of him and stabbed him twice. Put his ass in jail for 35 years or life. But that's not what happened. What happened was they were tussling. Matt Cliff confronted him first because he thought he owned the school and the tent. And then that boy defended himself because his big ass was 80 pounds bigger than him. Now, that's what happened. Listen.
But even with me, I had to come to the age. I'm 42 now. When I was Carmelo age, I was up in that thing in traffic. I wasn't fully developed. I used to up a BB gun in traffic that looked like a real 9 millimeter.
And then Tony Gaston over here with his crazy ass brain, he comparing himself to Camelo. And Camelo wasn't even that type of child. He stayed in over $600,000 house. His mama drove a really nice Escalade truck. Like, Tony Gaston, you ghetto. That's not what Camelo was. This is crazy. How are you going to talk about a BB gun that looked like a real gun? You know a police could kill you if you put that out. Yes. Oh my God. Y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Cheryl Grabowski. Don't forget to hit the like button. There's no such tool as a cleat cleaner. I didn't say it was a cleat cleaner. I said it was a tool.
Daddy said, I told my dad about it. I don't know why I told him. I'm like, I don't know if I was telling him I was having mental health issues or concussion. I don't know why I told my daddy that. Maybe it was just
Free
a conviction
Carmelo,
on my
yes.
spirit, and the Lord had me tell him so that it'll save my life. And I told my dad, I said, yeah, that I pulled a BB gun on somebody in traffic. And my daddy said, son, you keep doing that, one day somebody gonna pull a real gun on you and they're gonna shoot you. And they shooting you with bullets and you shooting back with BBs. Boy, ain't up.
I don't know why there's so much talk about Camelo's parents and the size of their house and their car. And why does that bother? Can y'all tell me in the chat, why does Camelo's parents, that $600,000 house that they bought in 2023, like way before this incident happened, way before court, way before the money donations to Kamelo for his legal defense. Why are white people talking about this $600,000 house in this Escalade that was purchased in 2023? The black people tending to their business, being successful and being great. Why does it bother white people so bad? Because black folks love material things, and when they see other black people with material things, that means black people don't have to help you because you have a lot of things. This is crazy. Why does this house bother those people? Why are y'all keep saying that they took Camelo's donated donation money and paid for a house and a car? That's a goddamn lie. It's not true.
That
Listen.
thing no more. Ain't up that thing no more. But I was that young and dumb. And I was older than Carmelo. I think I was 18, 19. I could have been 20.
Yeah, they need to worry about their own
You see what I'm
money.
trying to say? I was there. I lived that mindset. I know what that mindset is like. And this what y'all got to talk to y'all sons. And I tried to do the course on Tony Gas Academy and I failed. I just ran out of time. The boys club, the boys program. I do have some videos on there. So I ended the subscription. So y'all.
So Tony Gaskins basically is the way Tony Gaskin is painting Kamelo is that he unalived Matt Cliff to get him some street credibility. But he wasn't in the streets. He wasn't a street boy. So I don't understand where Tony is coming from. I think Tony is talking about himself. Cause that's not Kamelo. I just don't understand it. Tony, you failed in a lot of things, my brother, but the only thing you ain't failed in is game. Bishops, pastors are good with selling game. I mean, Tony Gaskins, he basically run around with this, it's always God brand. It's all he running. I mean, really, he manipulating these women because he's a coach. These boy, I just don't understand, Mr. Time. Why do these women go look for male coaches to coach them? Is it that they did not have daddies or fathers? Like, what is it? Why do these women allow these men to coach them? I do not understand that. And then when you look at churches, you got the pastor, and he got a bunch of women in his congregation. Got more women than men, and then they go in there and give all their money to the pastor, the man pastor. I don't understand it. Yeah, no, listen, so hold on. I saw this other content creator, right, on here on YouTube, and he has a really big following. I think he had 600 something thousand subscribers. So he say that one of his relatives is in jail at the same place where Carmelo is, and he said Carmelo good. He said they got him, they got his back, they're protecting him. He good. They say he cry a lot, but he said he know for a fact that he good. And like I told y'all, I got brothers who are career criminals. They've gone to jail. It make me mad when you listen to some people who ain't never spent a goddamn day in jail and don't really know jail people, prison people, and they run their fucking ass, dumb ass mouths on social media, and they get to talking about shit that they seen on the movies. It's so fucking annoying. Everybody is not scared of jail. Everybody don't have no bad experience in jail. It is not true. That's what television show you. And it be the beta ass black men that get online. I am so annoyed by listening to these black men talk. Tony Gaskins said that white men are crazy and that black men should be afraid of white men. That's what Tony. But my mama said that. My mama said the same thing about my ex-husband being white. She said to him, because he felt some type of way, because my mama stayed downtown, like in the hood area. And my mama said they are the hood guys that you see, the ones with the street credibility, the ones that's been in and out of prison, the ones that other black men wouldn't dare mess with. They more scared of you than you are of them. And basically, Tony Gaston said the same goddamn thing. But I think, because I was married to a white man, I want to know why, because black women not scared of white men. Why the fuck are our men Why are black men scared of white men, but black women not scared of white men? I don't understand it. I don't understand that. You got two groups who ain't scared of shit. You got the white man who ain't scared of a damn thing, and then you got black women that ain't scared of a damn thing. But our black men scared of white men? Why? And while I look online, because Tony Gaskins said it his damn self. He said that white men ain't scared of shit, and that black men should stay away from white men because you're going to have to unalive them. That's what he said. So it's just annoying. It's just all this shit is just annoying to me. It really is because I'm just like, wait a minute now. Where are the real black leader? Where the black men at that talk? I don't I don't know what we gonna do, Mr. Time. I don't understand. Everybody is saying, "Oh, be look, you gotta teach your sons to stay away from and to stay out of trouble, and you gotta teach your son." It's almost like you're teaching your sons to avoid the white man. Like your son can't stand up to the white man. Your son can't stand his ground. We need to do something about that. What's up, Drew Miles? I'm black solo. I'm too focused beefing with other blacks than a white man. Okay, well that's your business. That's your own. Who said I only fear God? Rick Rising said I only fear God. Um, I don't get it. I don't. I'm kind of looking online to try to find people who are talking the way that they need to talk, and that's why I say every now and again, you not too often you're going to find somebody who's real, somebody who's authentic, somebody with courage, somebody who speak their truth without doing all the most. Like Tony Gaston is trash. I hate that he dealing with all the black boys and all the stuff like that, but he's not made of the right material. I just don't believe it. Let's listen.
I'll go get them videos. And I wish I could raise everybody's son. I wish I could be a part of everybody's son life and be a mentor. I just
What's up,
don't
Josie?
have
Hey,
the
boo.
capacity as bad as I want to. I wish I could do a call every week. I,
No, Tony Gaston, we don't want you working with our sons. We don't want that. From what I heard from you, Tony, in the last month, I don't know. You're not the right type of black man. I was thinking about Ibrahim Traore over there in Africa, who told the French, "You can't come back over here no more. You're not minding our goals." They done kicked all the white people out. They are like, I don't know what it's gonna take for us our Americanized black men. I don't know what's gonna take. But Tony Gaskin is not what we need. Tony Gaskin leadership is not what we need. That's not it. He's not it. Now I like Obama, but Tony, you one of them. You one of them. Tony, only fucking thing you care about is money. You don't even real. That's why I say I keep on seeing these people who really don't have a real conviction. Tony Gaskin don't have no real conviction. He just want to make sure that him, his two boys, his wife, his mom, and his daddy be able to live the way that they desire to live. He don't give a fuck about them boys or nothing else. Those people are for to put money in his pocket. I don't hear no real conviction in Tony Gaskins.
wish
I
I
don't
had
hear
a,
it.
a few good men that could run the calls and be on the calls and lead the calls and stuff like that. And we just do the community for free. And one day I'll get to that place, but just nobody had the time. Nobody had that consistency. And then also it ain't about that, just by having the wisdom. Honestly, I just don't know enough
You can't tell me that white men marry black women at a high rate. I had a white husband too. So
men with
shut
the
up.
wisdom and the maturity that I trust to put up under my banner, under my name, to be speaking into these young men' life. Because a lot of the men out here is still being influenced by the red pill and by the mental spirit, by just a lot of.
Now I agree with him when he say that. He said a lot of men, black men, are being influenced by the manosphere. But Tony, you just as bad because you from the church. You just as bad, Tony. You just as bad. The manosphere is bad for black men. It really is because there's a whole lot of betas that's over there and they don't know how to stand on business. But the church is too, Tony. You bad because you indoctrinated. You bad. Just like that panel that I saw today on YouTube. It was terrible. Um, let's see. Right, and don't pay their bills at home. What Smurf, get out of here. Um, It's about the relationship with God, not the church. It's the same thing. Because if you believe what the Bible is telling you, then it's the same thing. You don't have to go to the church. If you embrace the King James Bible or any of those Hebrew faiths, if you embrace it, any of it, it's the same thing. You still got a noose around your neck. Either way, it's the same. Tony Gaskins is no better than the Manosphere because he is an indoctrinated Christian. He's a fundamentalist. Our black boys don't need that. They don't need that. If anything, they need to be close. I would say closer to Muslim, but I don't like the Torah. I don't like the Torah at all, whether it's the Jewish Bible, whether or not it's the Muslim Bible or the King James Bible, don't matter. It's all the same information. It's all toxic masculinity. All of it is the patriarchy. All of it is trash. And even our laws. And so I go as far as to say, because they were saying today, all the black people really pissed me off, is sitting there saying, oh, but the facts are the facts and the law is the law. Fuck your law. It's not just. The law is not just. Fuck it. I said it. The law is not just. It's not. That's it. We need a whole new system. We need a whole new group of people who are sitting around who are mostly from the matriarchy, not the patriarchy. Because right now in our life, the patriarchy is fucking trash. Men have destroyed this world. Men, let me say it again. Men have destroyed this world with that patriarchal masculinity, toxic ass, terrible ass masculinity and it's all in our laws. It's all fucked up. I'm tired of it. It's so annoying.
Toxic
Listen.
masculinity and weak male ideologies. And
Well, Tony, guess what? Guess what? So he calling the manosphere toxic masculinity and weak male. What did he just say? Weak male image or something like that. Okay, weak male. Now we already know that the Bible puts man in a category he has no business being in because most of the time men can't lead. And when they do lead, they commit genocide all over the world. Or when they do lead, they do the fucking most. When they do, when they are in power. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. When women get back in their places, which is on top, and put man back in their place where they do what the fuck they are told, will give you a whole new earth, a whole new one. Because this is crazy. This is crazy. Why is y'all so mad in this chat? Why are y'all so mad in this chat? Are y'all mad in this chat? Nobody even mentioned pissing. Nobody missing shitty diaper. We're not talking about shitty diaper. We're not talking about the shit diaper person. No, don't do that. So my moderators, if you see them put that word, if you see them mention, cause we're not talking about shitty diapers. Anybody, any grown person that's standing straight up that shit on themselves cannot be in my chat. I'm not doing it. We're not talking about funky and shitty balls and shitty diapers. We're not talking about them. No. Don't put that down here because they ain't got. I ain't even thought about that person. Recent Fish, I ain't even thought about that person. No, 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 we're not doing it. I am done with that person. That person is done with me. I don't even talk about that person no more because I am done. Okay? Michelle Obama got his ass straightened out the other day. Sure don't need to say another word. Only thing I need to reference that person as, thank you, Tony, is shitty diaper. Diaper full of shit. Anybody standing up shitting on themselves. Anybody go behind the wall and fart so loud that the bricks start trembling. Nobody don't need his name don't deserve to be in my motherfucking chat. Cause I ain't never stood straight up and shitted on myself since I was about 3 years old. Now go to hell. Now I don't want to talk about that no more. I don't want to. Michelle Obama is an Ivy League, wonderful, intelligent, inspirational woman that brought everybody to their knees, and she didn't have to steal Melania's speech. She stole hers. Now you go to hell too. Listen, Rick Rise, and y'all get on my nerve 'cause I am the one for you, honey. Woo.
Most men don't know what it is to
Listen,
be a real man. Most men don't understand. Like they'll hear what I'm talking about and they'll say, "Oh, that's soft." Or you
she's an
telling this
Ivy
man to
League
walk
lawyer. That's
away.
right.
That's what a real killer
I
do.
love Michelle Obama. That's my
You
girl.
walk away because you know
I can't
when you
stand
get through
y'all.
with this person, it's no coming back from that. And no real warrior really wants that. Like that's your last resort.
And
That's when
see,
it's me.
why Tony Gas keep on talking about being a warrior? He keep on talking about Kamelo is not a warrior. He's a 17-year-old. He don't pay no lights, no water, no rent. No, he don't have any insurance. He ain't been to the war. He's not a warrior, Tony. He's a fucking kid. He's a kid. I know white people see him as a man, you know, cause I mean, they see black African American boys as men. They don't see their humanity, see that he's a child. But if he was white, he'd have been a child. Now the other boy is considered a boy, but Camelo is considered a man because he black. He's not a warrior, Tony Gaskins. He's a boy. He's a boy. Listen.
For you. So like, yeah, if the other kid pulled a blade, then my blade got to be faster than his blade. But if he just touched me and
Okay, Tony, but Matt Cliff did more than touch him, baby. He did more than touch him. Why you Tony, why didn't you listen to more of the story before you went live and started doing commentary on Camelo? Because I guess with the boys that he teaching, the boys club that he got, he teaching them how to be spineless, how to have no correct. He's teaching him how to. He's teaching them how to survive, to be in survival mode, to survive the white guy, the white man. That's what Tony is teaching. But where are our African American leaders? Where are the men that are not avoiding white men? Where are they? Where are the ones that are more like Jesus? Tony, since you're a Christian, do you remember how Jesus was? You know, because he challenged the religious system of that day, Tony, and he knew he was facing death. That's what your Bible say, because you the Christian. But you're teaching them not to be like Jesus. Because if you're teaching them, see, Tony, if you were teaching them like Jesus, then they could be real leaders. Because he challenged status quo and the religious system of that fucking day, Tony. But you're teaching them to avoid, to fly under the radar, to get your motherfucking bag, Tony Gaskins. Isn't it all about the money? I told y'all them narcissists love money now. Listen.
and then Carmelo was crying. I'm listening to the recording. That's how soft that he is in his heart.
Hold on.
Play now.
Now he gonna demonize him.
Okay. Say you have a low credit
Now
score
he gonna
and you want to
demonize him
card
for
and it helps you
being
rebuild credit.
for
Where you
crying.
go?
He's 17.
A
He
killer
gonna
don't cry.
17. Now look at him. I think he said. Did you just say it? Wait a minute. Did he say thugs don't cry? Hold on.
If you take a life, you're not crying.
People that take lives cry all the time. See, I can't stand it. I can't do it. See what I'm saying? See how you do? And then you got these women that center men and call Tony Gaston got a boy, I'm about to say something real bad, but I pulled that back in, but I was about to do it. So since you got these women that center men, and basically he just said that murderers don't cry, and they do. They do. And then he trying to try to say that you can't that Camelo don't need to have a certain type of emotion or emotional intelligence is what he's trying to say. He's 17, he's a boy. I got three sons, 28, 35, and 38. The only lie I seen was they grabbed him in the tent, but I just pray the truth and nothing but the truth come out so these Tony Gaskins and people can see the truth. Girl, it is so terrible. What up, for the love of heart, need a restart. Rest in peace, Austin Metcalf. Now, let me tell y'all something. Nobody wanted that Austin boy dead. Nobody wanted that. I don't even think Kamelo wanted that. That's what happened. Nobody is celebrating his death. But we're looking at the situation, how it happened, how it possibly, hey, Sierra, could have been prevented. And what we're saying at this point, because Austin is dead. I'm saying at this point, I don't think that a 35-year-old prison sentence, from what I've heard, is justice. That's what I'm saying.
Unknown caller.
Okay, but what I'm telling you is when you swinging, like for instance, when white police officers shoot teenagers about 5 or 6 times or 13 or 14 times. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you shooting, you don't know exactly where the bullets is going. You know what I'm saying? So in fight or flight situation, when he swings that sports tool, because we gotta make sure that y'all over here on the Grabowski channel. So what y'all gonna understand that it's a sports tool. But when you swing it, you don't know exactly where you could hit the person upside the cheek. You could hit him on the shoulder. You know what I'm saying? But I think he was taller than him, so it ended in his chest. I don't think he's a doctor or a war criminal. You know what I'm saying? That's not what even though it ended in his chest, I don't think he really thought that much about where I'm going to stab you at. And I don't think Matt Cliff was just standing there real still when he stabbed him. I don't see, y'all ain't got no sense. Y'all ain't got no sense. Y'all can't see nothing, you can't hear nothing, and you don't know nothing. Now shut the fuck up.
Because that's what you had to do. That's what you set out to do. See, he didn't understand the realities of what he was doing.
Of
He
course not.
probably didn't know the boy was gonna die. He probably thought I'm finna just stab him.
Now I agree with Tony on that. He didn't stab him to kill him, you fucking idiots. He was probably shocked when he found out that he did pass away. He's 17, you goddamn white ass, racist ass motherfucking people. So annoying.
And he gonna live, and I'm gonna get credit, and I'm gonna get stripes, and I'm gonna get street cred for stabbing somebody.
Now, see, I don't believe that. I believe there are some young African American people who do think like that. But when in Camelo's case, I don't think he thought like that. I'm going to unalive this man for this young boy, this boy like I'm a boy, for street credibility. I don't believe that. But that's what Tony Gaskin said. It was not intentional. He ain't set out for it. I know he didn't. I know he didn't. I think about me. Like, I'm the most nonviolent black woman probably you've ever seen in your life. I ain't never been in no fight before. I've never imagined like physically hurting a person. Never. I don't even like violence. If I feel like that you have the what do you call it? If you have the I don't know, But if I feel like that you could hurt me or that I don't feel safe around you, then I'm not gonna be around you at all. Cause I'm non-violent. I've always been non-violent. You know, Martin Luther King was non-violent. They blew his goddamn head off. He was the most non-violent person, and they blew his head off. So what I'm saying is, we know for sure that a lot of people. I'm just gonna be honest. We're just gonna be honest. A lot of people are very violent, and when they are that type of violent, they want to accuse you of being it. That boy didn't mean to hurt them. That he didn't mean to hurt him. Listen.
And everybody gonna know, don't mess with Carmelo Anthony. That's what he thought was gonna happen. But when you don't know
What's
enough,
up,
when
big
your
guy?
brain not fully developed, when you don't understand life and death, when you don't know what it take to take a man life, you do something and don't realize the gravity of what you doing, the gravity of what you doing, the results of what you doing. And this what you got to sit down. So I'm gonna tell you, if you got a son that's 13 years old or older, go to ChatGPT and type in, give me a breakdown of all the bullet points of the Carmelo Anthony case.
What's up, Lord?
You
Lord.
know, all of the of every side, unbiased. And get that breakdown. Go through that breakdown with your son. Go to YouTube, pull up the arrest video when they detain Carmelo and he's crying. He said, he put his hands on me. He put his hands on me. He didn't say, he
Hey,
was
cute
choking me. I
McDonald.
couldn't breathe. He beat me almost to death. He hit me 20 times. He said, he put his hands on me. He put his hands on me. He was crying. That's how soft and scared that he was.
He was crying. He's a real person. He was crying. He was nurtured by his mother when he was a child. He was crying. Oh, he doesn't suffer from toxic masculinity. He was crying. Oh, he has a range of emotions. Oh, he was crying. He's not a sociopath. When they went to pick up Jeffrey Dahmer, he didn't cry. Or did he? Am I confused? Did Jeffrey Dahmer cry when they arrested him? No, he didn't. When that boy went over to that school and unalived all those children and then they took him to McDonald's, was he crying? No, the fucking hell, goddamn ass, no, he did not motherfucking cry. What did he do, Tony? What did he do? He didn't have no goddamn emotions. You're not going to demonize Kamelo for being a regular person who end up unaliving a person because he was scared. You're not going to do it. They're going to get him out of jail. Even a black man, Tony Gaskins, a coach for women and young boys, don't even understand a real person. When we look at that white man, that white young guy that went over to that goddamn church and killed those black people, when they arrested him, did he cry? No, the fuck he didn't. Was he guilty? Yes. And did he mean to kill them? Yes. Did he cry? No. Tony, I'll be shaming his fucking self. Told y'all about these Christian narcissists.
And that is our young men today, soft and scared. And this is what a lot of people don't understand. Real killers don't really kill because they so bold and they so tough and they so fearless that when they look at somebody, it's almost like they see a fly and they're like, you ain't worth my time. Like if you ever been around a real killer will look at somebody and be like, you got it. Hey, have a nice day, man. You got it. This your tent. Have a nice day. Go ahead. And they getting up and walk away. When they take that life, is when that person chase them down, jump on their bike, go to beating them, or come up behind them and go to stab them in the bike. That's when they take a life. That's how. This is what would crawl out of you if you
This
drank
man
two
crazy. I don't
tablespoons
even
of
know
this
how people keep
disgusting
listening
African
to
herb
Tony.
every day for 2 weeks. After your first dose,
Tony
of
got some know it.
person
That Bible done
who is
listen.
a real killer.
That Bible done messed up Tony Gaskin brain. I done been around real killers. I done been around real killers. Tony describing I mean, it's almost like he idealized real tough thugs and murderers. Like he really regret going into the church. But only reason why he did that because he made money that way. But he would have rather be a street credibility bad dude that got all the stripes from being in the streets and hurting people. Oh my God, he's just a young man. I don't understand why people can't just see that. Girl, it's so damn crazy to me. But they don't want to see it though. Because if he young and he black, then he's a damn murderer and he's a terrible person. My problem is going through social media and seeing black men talk like this over and over. I'm not even talking about the white men that are doing this. I'm speaking on the black men that are talking really terrible about Carmelo. Liberals always make it a race thing. How about keep your hands to your fucking self? How about that? How about keep your hands to yourself? It became a race thing when the racist judge, the lawyer, the racist daddy, the racist prosecutor put it in, took it to another county. That's when it became race. I didn't make that decision. I don't have the authority to do that. I didn't even know about this case until about 2 weeks ago. So it had nothing to do with me. It became, let me make my statement, official statement for this live. And when I choose my short, I'm going to clip this. This case this case became about race when the lawyer, the judge, and the prosecutor and the dad decided to move it to another county. This case became, uh, yeah, that's it. That's when it became race. That's it. Cheryl Grabowski was nowhere around. I don't have any authority. Yeah, I'm not a lawyer, a judge, or a prosecutor. That's when it became about race. They wanted to make sure there were no black. And in Sierra today, I found an African American woman on a panel. She wasn't the host. She was one of the people guests on the panel. And all of the guests, it was six of them, and they were content creators. So she was the really dark skinned one. So I went to her profile, and then I found her name, and then I went to her channel. And honey, when I went over there to her channel, she was a black woman talking about the Voting Rights Act, and she used the Bible to justify them getting rid of it. Now she said the Bible says that God, we are neither male nor female, Hebrew nor Greek, but we are all one in Christ Jesus. So she is a fundamentalist Christian, and they using that along with the other people. See, the black people think it's not about race. This is hurting me, Sierra. I got to get off this live. The black people, the Christians, Sierra, think that this is not about race, but the white people are gaslighting them. It is about race. So I guess she made that short before they fired all those black people from the federal government. And before they struck the museums and took down the black people who had made contributions through history here in the United States, before they did that, and before they hit the HBCUs and took funding from the black colleges, and what she is saying, that God is saying that we are all one in Christ Jesus, and because of that, we are all one in Christ Jesus. And because of that, there is no racism because God said, she said, not even what the law says, she said, as a Christian fundamentalist, this is also what Tony Gaskins is doing. Because God said, we are Christians and there is no racism because we're all in Christ Jesus. That's what she said. She said, because the Bible said, well, baby, who wrote the Bible? I don't want to get all into that. This is just terrible. Yo, tell the police officers not to murder innocent black children. Tell them that, please. While we're saying don't murder, tell Netanyahu not to murder. Genocide is going on right now. Tell Trump not to murder with the fisherman boats, please. While you're at it, please tell them all don't murder. Tell them. We tell them, do not murder. Please and thank you. Could you do that for me, please, if you don't mind? Could you take the time out to tell these people, do not murder? Tell them that even though they're in there, they're Christians and they have their Bible, please tell them. Could you please? Could you please tell the Heritage Foundation, do not murder? Could you? Could you tell them to stop committing genocide, Palestine, Gaza, Lebanon, please? Because it's a lot of murdering going on right now. Could you please tell them? ICE has done a good amount of murdering too, okay? Don't come into Cheryl Grabowski's chat and say don't murder. Kamelo, don't murder while all the other people murder. But you justify their murder because you believe in the fact that people take people's land. So long as you taking the land now, go on and murder all you want to. Because you know that, God said do that. Even though the Ten Commandments say not to murder, God told Joshua to go over there and murder all them people because of the land. Right? Yeah. Yeah. I'm like Krishan. Yeah. This is annoying. It's annoying. Please and thank you. Say it a little louder for the people in the damn back. Could you please? You put it down in my chat. You write about it. Now, I agree with that. Do not murder, but I want everybody across the board to stop it. Not just Kamelo. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. I see y'all